Hey there, and welcome to This Explainer. Let's jump right in. Look, pull up a chair and just take a deep breath. If you're watching this right now, there's a really good chance you're feeling, well, a little overwhelmed. Maybe you're completely exhausted. Or it feels like you're carrying this massive load totally on your own, just trying to figure everything out. Today, we're looking at a profound ancient text, drawing on the eternal lessons of Jesus. For the next few minutes, I want you to just think of me as your mentor. We are definitely not just doing a dry textbook reading here. We're going to walk through some specific lessons designed for those exact moments of struggle. You know, when you feel like you literally just can't keep going. So I want to start by asking you to imagine something. Have you ever thought about what it would actually feel like if the most powerful king in the universe walked right up to you, looked you dead in the eye, and simply said, "I love you"? I mean, how would that change the way you carry yourself? How would it change your anxieties? Because according to the text we're analyzing today, this isn't just some hypothetical thought experiment. It's the core message Jesus gave to the world. It's this massive assertion that you are seen, you're known, and you are deeply valued by the absolute highest authority there is. All right, let's dive into section 1, when you are alone. You know, isolation is honestly one of the heaviest things a person can carry. You can literally be standing in a crowded room and still feel entirely by yourself, just totally exhausted from trying to hold it all together without a safety net. But the source material addresses this exhaustion head on. God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. Now, as a student looking for a little comfort today, I want you to read between the lines with me here. In this philosophy, this isn't just some vague statement of general affection for humanity. It's offering a really profound perspective on never truly being isolated. It's a promise of ultimate preservation, that your core self absolutely will not perish. Think about the human experience for a second. We've all had those moments where it feels like the whole world leaves you and your support systems totally fail. Now, compare that with the text's promise of divine love. According to these lessons, God does not leave you, period. It's describing this constant, unwavering presence. It basically means that even when human support completely drops out from underneath you, you haven't actually hit the ground. You're still being caught. You're still being held. Moving right along to section 2, meaning of true love. We really need to redefine what genuine love looks like according to these lessons. Because, let's be real, it's probably way different from how our modern world defines it. The text explicitly states, love is patient and is kind. Now, in this philosophy, love isn't just some fleeting feeling you get. It's definitely not just a spoken word or a romantic emotion. It is a highly active, enduring force. It's a behavior. When you're struggling, when you're stumbling around, this kind of love doesn't rush you to fix yourself right this second. It's incredibly patient with your progress, and it's so kind to your flaws. Because true love, it acts. It waits for you. It forgives you when you mess up. And most importantly, it rebuilds a broken person. If you're sitting there right now feeling broken, feeling like your pieces are just scattered everywhere, I really want you to understand this. The text describes a love specifically designed to heal and restore you. It doesn't just toss you aside because you're a little damaged. It painstakingly puts you back together piece by piece. Okay, section 3, victory over fear. When you're actively trying to rebuild yourself, fear is usually the biggest roadblock, isn't it? It completely paralyzes us. But the message here is so incredibly direct. Do not fear, for I am with you. I want you to really visualize this for a second. Imagine you're walking down a long hallway, and suddenly, boom, every single door locks. Every path closes, and it feels like the whole world is ending. The panic starts rising in your chest, and right in that exact terrifying moment of despair, you hear this voice of ultimate reassurance saying, I am with you. Holding on to this specific assurance acts as an absolute anchor in your darkest moments. This faith keeps a person from falling. Now, it doesn't mean the storm magically stops immediately, right? And it doesn't mean the terrifying situation just vanishes into thin air. It means that while the wind is absolutely howling around you, your feet stay planted. You don't collapse because you're tethered to something way stronger than your fear. Which leads perfectly into this instruction from Jesus. Do not worry about anything, but pray. Now, as someone guiding you through this, I have to pause and ask, why should we actually follow this advice? I mean, we are hardwired to worry. It feels productive to stress about things, right? Why give that up just to pray? Well, the text powerfully answers that question by drawing a really sharp contrast. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the hard truth it presents. Worry simply does not change the future. It burns up all your energy, but it literally fixes nothing. It's like running on a treadmill. But on the flip side, faith gives you the strength, the calm, and the clarity to face whatever that future holds. Faith might not instantly change the external circumstances, but it changes the person. It changes you. Next up, Section 4, Life's Simplest Rule. Once you start shifting that internal anxiety, you can actually focus on arguably the most practical day-to-day advice found in this entire philosophy. Do to others as you would have them do to you. You probably know it as the golden rule. It is, without a doubt, the world's simplest rule. A kindergartner can understand it. Yet, let's be honest, it is the absolute hardest rule to truly live by, especially when you're super stressed or when someone has really wronged you. But here, it's presented as the ultimate foolproof formula for interacting with the world around you. Just think about the massive real-world impact of this. If the world truly accepted and practiced this single philosophical rule, hate would inevitably decrease and love would increase. It's a beautifully simple equation. By stepping out of your own struggles for just a split second to treat someone else with the grace you desperately want for yourself, you actively become part of the solution. You become a literal source of light in the world. And that brings us to our final section, from darkness to light. When you're feeling entirely lost, it can honestly feel like you're just wandering around in complete darkness. To find clarity, the text offers this beautiful piece of imagery. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. It's showing us exactly how faith acts as a navigational tool in life. Think of it like a flashlight. It doesn't necessarily illuminate the entire forest. You might not see 5 miles down the road, but it lights up the very next step you need to take. It gives you just enough light to keep moving forward. We really need to make a major shift in our perspective here. The text points out that darkness is often inside the person, not on the path. Read that again. The problem isn't always that the external world is impossible to navigate. The problem is usually our internal state of mind. Our doubt, our fear, and our utter exhaustion, they create this incredibly heavy fog. But the promise here is that when the lamp of faith is lit inside you, when you finally find that internal peace we've been talking about, the paths outside just appear on their own. The solutions you've been frantically searching for will naturally reveal themselves once your mind is finally quieted by faith and trust. And so we reach the final, deeply comforting promise of these eternal lessons. Trust in me, I will give you rest. I want to speak directly to you right now. Maybe you feel completely alone today. Maybe you feel deeply, fundamentally broken. But this message remains exactly the same today as it was centuries ago. These might be the exact words you needed to hear today. You are allowed to stop running. You are allowed to rest. Which leaves us with this final thought as we wrap up this experiment. What is the one burden you need to rest today? Seriously, you don't have to carry the whole shebang. Pick the heaviest thing weighing on your heart right now and just give yourself permission to set it down. Reflect on that today. Find your peace, and I will catch you next time.